climate emergency and the global loss of biodiversity have become extremely serious concerns. Just think back to this summer and the stark reminder that the IPCC gave us. Through the actions it takes every day to improve people's living environment, Egis has a big responsibility to address these concerns. Let us remind ourselves that our main sectors of activity, cities, buildings and transport, account for more than 50% of global greenhouse gas emissions. We therefore have a crucial role to play in this fight against climate change towards our clients and in particular to national and local government. We must help them adapt to the change happening around us today, with the goal of reaching net zero emissions worldwide in 2050. But this commitment is far from new. Egis has been addressing sustainability issues for more than 20 years. And our corporate project, Impact the Future, further supports us in our ambition to become a leading player in the fight against climate change. In the coming weeks, the Green Investment Fund Tikeo is set to acquire a shareholding in our company. This change in our governance will help us go even further in our approach and develop a differentiated offering to address these essential issues of the climate and carbon neutrality. Egis has made 5 defining pledges with regard to the climate. The first is to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions of our group. On a global perimeter, we pledge to reduce them by 30% by 2030, by 60% by 2040, and by 80% by 2050. Our second pledge is that we must reduce the emissions of our clients' projects and limit their impact on biodiversity. This is where we can make the most difference. And this is why our pledge is firstly to systemize our global eco-design approach, both in engineering and operation, to reduce projects' carbon footprints. And secondly, to promote the development of biodiversity thanks to rewilding projects such as Sea Boost and Land Boost. Our third pledge is to increase carbon sequestration. And to do that, we are developing new services like Smart Soil, which improve the sequestration capacities of the soil on our clients' land. And in parallel, we are taking part in reforestation projects. And where possible, we favor the use of bio-based materials like wood or straw, which play the role of carbon sinks. Our fourth pledge is to reinforce the resilience of our communities and infrastructure to the risks arising from extreme climate events. To do this, we will systematically build climate vulnerability studies into our engineering projects with our analytical solutions EVA Climate and Roseau, and we are also developing solutions to adapt infrastructure and communities to climate change. Finally, our fifth commitment is that Egis pledges to adjust its business portfolio in alignment with the Paris Agreement on the climate, with our main course of action being to develop a third major business pillar dedicated to energy transition. All these commitments will help us rise to the challenges that lie ahead. The climate is a major and universal issue, and we all have our part to play. Egis first and foremost in building today the resilient world of tomorrow.